13 WMAZ weather, sponsored by Bucky Holland Heating and Air.
You've already touched on it, Alex. There are some days I'll walk outside, it's like 50 degrees and said, it's not too bad. Today I walked outside and I said, this is really cold, but yet it was above 50 degrees.
Yeah, that's right. We only did it briefly this afternoon across central Georgia, but I tell you what, before we got there, we actually did something interesting through the overnight hours last night. Check this out. Late last night, 10:02, an earthquake. We see them a fair amount up near Lake Sinclair, but it was just south of Eatonton, technically across the Putnam County line. It was a 2.0. You probably heard it before you felt it, and if you did feel it, you were probably one of the few, but not every day we see that one. Here we go with a live look over downtown. The Christmas lights continue to go until next Wednesday. Temperatures, as Frank alluded to, cooler already. 44 in Macon, 47 in Warner Robins, 46 in Dublin, 43 in Perry. How about 45 up in Milledgeville, 44 also in Gray and in Byron, 43 in Fort Valley, and 45 over in Sandersville. A little closer to 50 on the right side of 50 down in McRae and Vidalia at this hour. We are continuing to see a bit of a breeze at times, sustained in Macon at 7. So you factor that in and you get feels like temperatures in the low 40s across central Georgia, and even mixing in a few 30s already. And give it about 2.5 minutes, we'll all be in the 30s. There's the radar picture, nothing going on for us. And as we work our way into the nighttime hours, just going to see some clouds passing overhead. There's 11 p.m. there. On into tomorrow, maybe a stray sprinkle tomorrow morning, but I really am not buying too much into that. I think most everybody will stay dry across central Georgia. And you saw it there. Temperatures struggling to get out of the 40s tomorrow afternoon as well. I do think we'll scrape by the low 50s, but a majority of the day spent in the 40s, so not really too different from today. On into Sunday morning, there's New Year's Eve, expecting temperatures to actually scrape by the lower 20s before we make it back closer to 60 for the afternoon hours. Headed to midnight, New Year's Day. Fireworks going off across central Georgia, expecting temperatures there in the low 40s before we get deeper into the overnight and get down into the 30s for Monday morning there. So once we get into Monday afternoon, going to be watching for a couple of passing showers, not ruling those out, but I do think more people will stay dry than get wet. On into Tuesday, still dry, but then late in the day on Wednesday, this is a change from yesterday, some better agreement on another coastal low pressure system coming by, not looking at widespread rain, but still a rain chance nonetheless. So as for New Year's, how things shape up is this. There we go, 57 on New Year's Eve, 60 on New Year's Day, with that 30% chance of rain coming during the afternoon hours on New Year's Day. For ringing in the new year, expecting temperatures to be in the low 40s there, with a midnight temperature right around 42 here in central Georgia to kick off 2024. All right, let's talk about the rainfall. We could use some of it, and I don't think we're going to see much more before we round out the month of December, as you just saw in Future View. Down 2.36 inches so far for the month. We look at the year, and we are down 2.25 inches. So yeah, a very dry fall for us, down over 2.7 inches in September, 1.8 in November. And this number only going to continue to grow in December here, because we are not yet to December 31st. Tonight, headed to 32 degrees. A cold night with a wind chill at times. Winds out of the west-southwest at 5 to 10. Tomorrow, about the same as today. We hit 52 today. Expected to get to 53 tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies. Winds out of the west at 5 to 10 miles an hour. That's the difference from today to tomorrow, though, is that the winds are going to be just a bit weaker. 57 for tomorrow, or for Sunday, that is. 60 on Monday with that 30% chance of rain, and then a better rain chance as we get our way to the middle part of the week. 60% on Wednesday. That's going to be late in the day, followed by 20% there on Thursday morning. High temperatures slightly below average in the mid-50s.